Hello, today I want to briefly talk about names. I want to talk about names in the context of investment companies, mutual funds, ETFs. The question is, does it matter what you call yourself? What does it matter what you call your fund? The SEC would say, yes, it does matter because your name should reflect what the investment is. Now, there are various rules in place and they have changed over time. So let's just quickly walk through the different rules. First, we have the Investment Company Act of 1940. In that, it gave the Securities and Exchange Commission, aka the commission. Interestingly enough, if you read a document from the SEC, you'll often see them refer to themselves as just the commission. But in this act of 1940, basically gave them the right to declare by an order, or if necessary, a court order, that a name was not acceptable for a particular investment vehicle. But it was a little bit too complicated in terms of, this court order type of rigmarole they had to go through in order to kind of enforce these naming conventions. Fast forward to 1996, the NSMIA, or the National Securities Market Improvement Act, had a number of things, but in that act, they introduced Section 35D, and it basically said the SEC has rulemaking authority to enforce naming conventions without the need to go through these court orders, making it a little bit nicer for the SEC to just quickly take care of these issues. We can then again, fast forward to 2001, they have a names rule. So this is rule 35D-1. In there, it says, like, you can't have any kind of materially deceptive or misleading name in terms of your name for your investment product. So what does that mean? It's actually pretty simple. So it basically says, if you want to call yourself the XYZ stock fund, then 80% of your assets have to be stocks. If you want to call yourself the ABC bond fund, then 80% of your assets have to be bonds, right? That's basically what it is. Now, one thing that this thing doesn't cover are names like ESG, China, because it's hard to specify exactly what you mean. And when we talk about sustainability, environmental, social, and government type of investments, it's not always clear exactly what we mean there. You also think about China. What does that mean? Does it mean that the companies that you own, or the bonds that are from companies, that they're headquartered in China, that they do business in China, that they have revenues from China? What does that mean? It's not really clear. So these rules do not really cover this aspect of things, but there are some inquiries from the SEC about how we should handle these things. And we're going to cover that next time, or at least in a subsequent video here. In the meantime, happy trading out there. I hope you enjoyed this. Please hit like, please hit subscribe. It really does matter. Thank you so much. I'm Brian Kozlowski.